But I wouldn't trade in my marriage for anything in the world with all the ups and downs.
You know what's wild? Even Barack Obama, the smooth-talking, history-making, Nobel-winning former president, had to dig himself out of the doghouse with Michelle. Yeah, you heard that right. The man ran a country, but at home, he was in a deep deficit, and not the economic kind. His words, not mine. During a recent talk at Hamilton College, Obama got unexpectedly real about life after the White House. And instead of flexing about fancy post-presidency perks, he gave us something better: vulnerability. He admitted that, post-presidency, he's been trying to dig himself out of that hole with Michelle by, quote, doing occasionally fun things. Translation, even global icons sleep on the couch sometimes. But let's unpack this, and because it's not just about marriage, it's about something every grown-up understands. When the job ends, when the titles drop, and the noise fades. What's left? Just you. And the people who watched you become who you are, who held you down through all of it. And for Barack, that person has always been Michelle. Now don't get it twisted. This isn't some rom-com fluff piece. Michelle's been through the trenches. She stood by him during campaigns, controversy, and constant public scrutiny. And still, she opted out of some major events this year. No presidential inauguration, no state funerals, just peace, space, boundaries. That's the twist nobody talks about. Because while everyone loves the fantasy of power couple goals, real relationships, they're messy. They're quiet wars fought in car rides, in late-night silences, in glances across crowded rooms. They're built in those moments when one person is saving the world and the other is saving the relationship. Still, through it all, Barack calls her the love of his life, his rock, his anchor, the kind of woman who makes every room warmer and every argument worth it. And Michelle, she doesn't sugarcoat it either. She once joked that when Barack ran for president, she was like, "Why'd you do that?" Because it wrecked their rhythm. But even after the chaos, the campaigns, the crushed date nights and missed school plays, she said she wouldn't trade it for anything. Because the good, it outweighed the hard. And maybe that's what makes their story so relatable. Not the power, not the politics, but the patience, the honesty, the unfiltered acknowledgement that love isn't just candlelit dinners and matching Instagram captions. It's the grit behind the glamour. So next time someone tells you even the best marriages are effortless, remind them even Obama had to hustle for date night. And maybe that's the real takeaway. Even if the world crowns you king, you still gotta take out the trash. Because the hardest role a person can play isn't president, it's partner. And that is the most true story of all.